talking to a man who said, I hate my job. I said, tell me what you do in the morning. He said, I get up and I have to go to work. I said, well, tell me what that's like. Well, I have to drive through traffic. And then what happens? And I have to close the office door. I have to set the air conditioning. I have to get a cup of coffee. I have to talk to all those people I work with. I hate it. I said, let's change a few things. He said, what? I said, tomorrow morning when you get up, I'm getting up because I chose to. I think I'll go to work today. I think I'll have a cup of coffee. I think I will talk to the people at work because it'll be interesting to see what happens. And I walked through the entire thing, and he said, that's crazy. I said, I'm not living the insanity you're living. I get up in the morning and think, I'm going to go to church today. I can hardly wait. What would it be like if I said, oh, God, I don't know. This is going to be a tough one. There's so many people there, and I don't even know their names, and some of them won't wear name tags. What am I going to do? Well, he called me in about 3 days, and he said, you won't believe this. It's like I've got a brand new job. I said, are you liking getting up more in the morning? He said, no. But after I get up, I like how everybody treats me. And I didn't realize everybody was treating me like I hated my life. And I did. And he said, do you know how different it is when people treat you, how they treat you when you're loving your life, even if they don't know why? In fact, the first few people said to him, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Well, you seem lighter. I know. Okay, well, if you need help, want to talk to somebody, let me know. It's kind of scary when people get to be nice, especially if they've been practicing not being nice, practicing being the victim of one thing or another. So new beginnings could be simply getting up every morning and saying, how will I address this day? What will I wear this day? How will I walk this day? It may be standing in the shower in a different position you normally stand in, allowing yourself to experience the water rather than wondering how much it cost and how long you have left before you have to go to work and where that towel is that you thought was right next to you. It could be not to worry about, but rather to experience fully the cleansing power of that experience fully. And then to get out and say, wow, what's amazing is I can dry myself off. There are people who can't do that. I can dress myself. There are people who can't do that. What will I wear today? How will I dress my day? What will be my personality, my consciousness, my attitude? Because you see, people will act according to how I teach them to act. I really train people how to be with me. Did you notice that? You all train people how to be with you. I worked for the county for a while, and I'm sorry. Wasn't a bad experience. They had a rule there. I walk into the office, and I said hi to everybody on the way to my office. Why? Because this is my team. I want to work with my team. And I said hi, and they say hi. We talked for a couple minutes, and then after a while, I came in, and they had coffee for me. And thanks for the coffee, and I'd bring a couple of donuts or something and pass a donut here or a donut there, or if I had an article I'd clipped, I'd pass an article. It'd take me 10 minutes to get from the door to my office, but I'd say hi to everybody. And the place was starting to really have a different energy about it. And then my supervisor said to me, what are you doing? I said, what do you mean? She said, you've changed things here. I said, well, isn't that good? She said, and these are her exact words, in this department we live below the wire. I said, what do you mean? She said, nothing good, nothing bad. I retire in 2 years. Let's keep it that way. How many of you are living under the wire just because it's a good idea? So she said, I don't want you stopping in the offices to say hi to people. That's a good point. They're mental health counselors. They shouldn't have to talk to people. That's a good point. Let's not be nice to each other. For God's sake, it'll become contagious. So I walked right by. They watched. I sat down in my office. And one by one, they came to my office and said hello, brought me coffee. We had the same conversations, only she didn't notice it. You see, a change had occurred, and people invested in the change. And what they were really doing was looking at it being different than a good morning. Because I would say, that's a great blouse you're wearing today. You didn't wear that. You haven't worn that recently. No. How did you notice? Wow. You know, that interview you did yesterday, I caught it on the video. You were really good. Really? Thank you. And you start becoming an observer of the good that's happening and the good that you are and the good that your life is all about. And you start getting involved in it, waiting to see what's next that you can comment on, participate in, and share in. And then what happens is it's contagious. It just grows. Forget the way it was. It's really not important. Learn from the way it was the tools that you need to have acquired so that you can make it the way you've always wanted it to be. Now head in that direction and watch what happens as you begin to head in the direction of mastery of your life. We have people who've lived 100 years. They actually lived 10 years, and after that, everything was recreation. From 10 years on, I did exactly what I've always done. What was that? Exactly what I was told, not 1 ounce more, not 1 ounce less. Wow. And so you'll have died not having had a life. That's true, but it won't have hurt anybody. Nothing ever went wrong. I always sold my car before the warranty was up. Life was good. You see, we're not looking for that kind of a life. As spiritual beings, we're looking for the opportunity to be on the cutting edge of our own experience, to set aside the things that have always been and borrow from those things what we need to know and polish them and then take a step out and say, what if? What if when I get up tomorrow morning, it's the most amazing day I've ever had, and I make it that way? What if I have that kind of power to make it that kind of day? I say it is, and so it is. And thank you. I actually could have